In this video, we'll take a look at what it's like to share a document specifically with other people. So if I've had a file shared with me, I will find that in my incoming folder on my main page for Google Drive. And here I see this file that has been shared with me. I can see who owns the document. I realize this is my name, but this is another account that I'm using. I can see when it was made. I can see what kind of file it is. I can see the name of the file. I can download it. I can add it to my drive, and I can do a couple more things. I can open it with Google Docs. I can get the link. I could store it. I could rename it. I could make a copy, or I could delete it. I'm just going to click on this, which is going to open this document for me. Again, my Google Drive is still open in this tab, and here's the document that I'm working in. Now at this time, there are other people logged into this file. We can see other people are logged into the file because they either have an initial in a colored box or their Google Plus picture visible here in the top right area. Those colors of the pictures and the initials also repeat themselves here in this area. My cursor is going to be this kind of color here. It's just a black cursor. And I'll leave my cursor there in the Google document, and then we'll see what it's like when somebody else edits a document from a remote location. So here we can watch the initial A, which is my other Amy Moore account, typing in our document. And even making edits, that if we were to be making the edits, we would be seeing menus open up. But since we are not making the edits, those menus are being opened up on that user's interface with this document. We can use the same chat tools by opening the chat window, and people would be visible in the chat window to talk to. Now we can share our own documents in the same manner. If I want to save this My Favorite Things document, I can click the Share button, and I get this little dialog box, which gives me the most basic things I need to do with sharing. I can select the person that I want to share this document with, and I can set their permissions. View means they can look at the document but can't change it or comment on it. Can comment means that they can view the document and leave comments, but they won't actually be able to edit the actual content of the document. And can edit allows them to edit the document, and depending on how I have set editor's permission, they may also be allowed to add other users and set their permissions. If I want to see a little bit more about this sharing window, I can click the Advanced button, which gives me some more tools. I can see that I'm about to notify this person I'm going to share this with by email. I can add a specific message to them. I can send a copy of the message I'm sending to myself. This is the only way that I'm going to be able to keep track of what I wrote in this box. And then if I really wanted to, I could paste the whole content of the document in the email, but that's kind of redundant since they're going to get to go see the document anyway. I also have access to get a copy of the link. By clicking in this link area, it highlights it, so I can immediately hit Control-C and copy what is there. I can directly share via Gmail, Google+, Facebook, or Twitter using these buttons. If I hit send, it's going to send an email to all of these people. Now anytime I go back to the share button, I can get this same menu, and I can change people's permissions. I could make another person be the owner of a document, or I could change them to other levels of permissions. I can also get rid of them as someone who is able to access the document by hitting this X next to their name, and now nobody is allowed to access this document. I also have the ability to change the overall access to the document. Here, right now, it's saying only specific people can access this document. If I hit change, I'll hit save changes from my other things. Once I've done that, then I get this. Right now, it's set so that private, only I can access that. I can hit change, And I can change the level of the entire document to anyone who has the link, or I can publish this on the web so the whole world can see it, and it's even searchable through Google and other search engines. When I'm done, I hit done, and my share settings have been made. I can see I have some history with this document as I've worked on it over time, so that also changes it. I do not need to save the document. As soon as I close these documents, or actually as soon as I make any edit in the document, those edits are saved, and I can always go reopen them and find them here in my drive. If I want to revert to a previous version of a document, I don't need to keep saving multiple versions of them. All my previous versions are available in the prior revisions, and I can click here and see what this document looked like in the past, and if I want, I can restore that revision, and I can even restore where I was before the revision. I realize nothing is actually changing on the screen at the moment, but this is just moving through different revisions that I have made in this document over time. The same thing happens when I have editorial control over a document where many people have edited the document. We can scroll through their edits and revert back to previous edits. So that's how to share a document and how to work in a document and find documents that have been specifically shared with you.